Hare Krishna. For example, in academic field, if one is not very alert, attentive and serious about attaining the academic goal, they cannot crack the examination, isn't it? Like in Pune, some boys wanted to join IIT by doing their GATE exam. But they made a very casual attempt and they didn't even clear the GATE. And a couple of their friends went to Hyderabad, joined the coaching, GATE coaching. And they cracked with very high marks and they got into IIT. So, why? Because they made concentrated, focused, one-pointed effort without any distractions. Correct now? In the same manner in professional field, unless one is performing well and able to show results to the boss, there's a possibility they may be laid off. I'm coming from America just now. Many of the Indians in America are living under great threat. It's like living in sword's edge. Anytime they can be laid off. But those who are performing Indians, they are surviving that now. Even now they are surviving in profession. They have to work a little extra harder to prove their performance in professional field. In the same manner, whether it is family relationships or relationship with friends or people in society, one will see that if one is careless, then the relationships can become strained. Sometimes if one pushes one's own ideas to others, then the relationship gets strained. So alertness, attentiveness is required to preserve proper relationships also. The nature of this world is things can very easily go down. Like you can see, going down the staircase is more easy than climbing up the staircase. The waterfalls also, water goes down. You will see that. So morning a flower is blossomed, evening it gets dried up. So the nature of the world is to go down, but the soul is ever fresh. And the consciousness of the soul is also very fresh. One should not allow that pure consciousness of the soul to become camouflaged or covered by the material nature. So the material nature is always trying to become like a fog around the soul, causing ignorance. But if one is alert, rises early in the morning, takes a bath, wears tilak and chants the holy name attentively, reads the scriptures, renders devotion service, treats Vaishnavas very properly with proper attitude, and worships the Supreme Lord with wholehearted consciousness, doing aratis, then such a person, with all these things, one is able to keep oneself without the covering of material consciousness. So, then a person's spiritual life keeps him ever fresh all his life. Now, we will not become influenced by material tendencies. So, the material tendency is like sprinkling water in a firewood. When you lit on the fire, it comes, correct now? Like sometimes you eat heavy food, but you didn't drink enough water. The next day morning, there is no proper motion. It is like a hard stool and no smooth motion, you feel uneasy also. So you will see in this world, anything we do, the path has to be adopted with attentiveness. So spiritual life is very beautiful, very wonderful. It takes the soul back to his original culture, the spiritual world. But for us to attain that, one should not mix it with sense gratification. There are many young devotee boys, they chant Hare Krishna, they come to temple, they like devotees, but then they have a habit of watching so many things on the smartphone, and they have a habit of many other habits which are not devotees' habits. So that is how they find themselves dragging along. Sometimes on Krishna's side, sometimes on Maya's side. Sometimes fire, sometimes smoke. Then the progress becomes impeded. So Prabhupada said the famous sentence, Krishna consciousness and sense gratification go ill together, he said. So therefore the 10th offense says, what is the 10th offense? 10th offense against the holy name? To maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. So the purpose of the weekly classes or daily classes we hear, so many instructions we get from those classes, but those instructions are to be applied and the material tendencies should be kept away, kept in bay, then it can be very attentive. That's why we are getting up in the morning now today, so that we can chant, because early morning you can wear the armor of the holy name. Like you go to war, you wear armor and you have a sword in the hand, nobody can come near you. When you go to the war, Maya will understand, hey, this fellow is well equipped, so she will go away to other people. So early morning is just like you want to go 1,000 miles by car. First thing you will do is load your car with fuel. Then you can hit the road after that. Otherwise, with the empty, without any fuel, you go to the road, you won't be able to. After a little distance, car will stop, then you have to tow it to some garage, isn't it? So loading ourselves, our car with fuel, or equipping ourselves with weapon and armor. So that is the way the chanting of the holy name in the morning events which we do. So one should do it very happily, joyfully, because it's actually becoming a great saving grace for the soul. The morning sadhana is a saving grace. So one should, with open arms, welcome it, rather than do it as some reluctantly, like a punishment or something, or some people think, okay, I'm supposed to do it or something. So when you do it with a wholehearted consciousness, then everything comes out well. Thanks to Srila Prabhupada for giving us very pointed programs. This is what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do it, your life will be sublime. Chant Hare Krishna and your life will be sublime, Prabhupada said. Later on, chant Hare Krishna and you will be happy. So what is the difference between happy and sublime? Sublime is more spiritual. Some devotees started calling happy. Prabhupada also accepted happiness, he said. But sublime at the same time, the spiritual happiness, like enjoy versus relish. Relish, when you say, that is spiritual. When you say enjoy, it has a connotation which is derogatory, isn't it? So therefore, our relish or sublime feeling comes by performing the spiritual activities. And that also has a component of happiness, and that also has a component of, feeling relief from the pangs of the material miseries, which is secondary. So we should be prepared for the spiritual engagement, which gives spiritual bliss, which is sublime feeling. Harinam Prabhu ki